Welcome back to my channel, Scale Model Kit Review Studio, and welcome back to another FanHome Build the Enterprise D. That's right, this is from Star Trek, The Next Generation. This is the largest metal and plastic Enterprise kit out there. Do not pass it up. Head over to FanHome today and subscribe to this build. I put a direct link in the description below, right here, and also above. Let's get started. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review Studio, and welcome back to another fantastic installment of the Star Trek The Next Generation Build the Enterprise D. Now I am on Pack 18, and in Pack 18 I'll be building stages 67 through 70. We're making great progress here. Let's look at the magazine. If you haven't done so already, head over to FanHome and subscribe to this today. If it's not available, go ahead and put yourself on the waiting list and keep going back and checking. FanHome has many kits available, and I'm sure they'll bring this one back. So this is an episode guide in the magazine, and we are on Season 4, Episode 7, Reunion. Another fan favorite, I'm sure. And Season 4, Episode 8, Future Imperfect. Season 4, Episode 9, which aired November 19th, 1990, Final Mission. Season 4, Episode 10, The Loss. Season 4, Episode 11, Data's Day. Season 4, Episode 12, The Wounded. The Phoenix from the Bashes. Very cool. Nice article there. Okay, let's look at the parts that came with this pack. Pack, once again, what are we on? Pack 18. Yep. Stage 67, a deck panel, and the nacelle parts there. Stage 68, once again, deck panel, more parts for the nacelle neck, and an end piece. Stage 69, nice part there for nacelles there, and stage 70. Let's get started. And stage 67 parts here. We did receive another deck panel and some lights along with the nacelle bracket starboard. 67 I'll fit two more deck panels to the lower saucer section. Wire them up and see the lights glow. We go there. Here's parts for 67. Let's get a closer look. And here's that part for the nacelle. It's made of plastic. Two more sets of windows. Another deck panel made of plastic. Reflector. Two more LED light harnesses. BP and FM screws. And there's the windows installed. I'll put the reflector on and only install one screw, one BP screw. And there it is. Look at the other side, and that's what your windows should look like. Let's go ahead and get this installed on the saucer. The next two LEDs are installed, and that's these right here, and they went into terminal A on the second board. This right here, right beside each other, those got plugged in, and the other one is right here, and they're coming through the frames like that. I'm moving them out of the way for now. We'll plug this in on our panel. Okay, those two LEDs are plugged in on this panel, and I put the two BP screws in there to keep them in place, and that's going to go down just like that. We need to install our LED on the top of the panel here, and it's going to go over there. That's this LED from the second wire harness. Okay, those two panels are secured down. Remember that this panel overlaps this panel here. 3 FM screws were used to hold it down. All the LEDs are in place. And that's all I do for stage 67. Let's head over and do stage 68. Next, we'll go ahead and look at stage 68 parts. And much the same here. Once again, more work on deck panels and lateral phaser array. Here's the assembly instructions for stage 68. We'll be putting some escape pod covers on one of the deck panels there, adding the very end piece to the saucer. Going to mount that down, and we have a little cover for the screw. Then we're going to once again work on the other side of our nacelle pylon. We did that once before already. Get everything screwed together. Let me get the parts. I'll be right back. Parts for 68. Let's get a closer look. Here's a close-up of those parts. And once again, that's very nice here. I like the graphics on this. Plastic, of course. And then deck panel. This one's made of metal. The end piece for the saucer. Screw covers, which look like escape pod covers. Some escape pod covers. The panel that holds them in place. The springs for the spring mechanism, like before that we did. And AM, BP, DM, and FM screws. And here's our next deck panel assembled. I got the escape pod covers installed. They are held in place with this bracket here, 68C they call it, 2 AM screws. And then I put on this end piece for the saucer. Remember, it has to be flush on this side. I used 2 DM screws to hold that in place. Now this deck panel will go down right here, get inserted. We'll put our screw in here and right there. 2 FM screws were used to secure it down, and we can put our screw cover down on that. I think I'm going to leave these off until the very end, just in case I need to get access here. So I'm going to put these away for safekeeping. These are the covers for the pylons for the nacelles, and we have this spring-loaded item here that goes into it, and that is the phaser array. And the springs go on the back side of that. Obviously, there's the 2 springs, and these are the little covers for the other side that hide the screws on the other side. I'm not going to use these just yet. I'm going to put these away for safekeeping. And there's that phaser array with the springs installed. We're going to sandwich that on this panel here. Put the other panel, the inside panel, over the top of that. And we'll put our screws in to hold everything together. 2 BP screws. And 2 BP screws were put into that. That's how that looks. Looks great. So that's all I do with stage 68. Let's get started on stage 69. Here's the parts for stage 69. And this is a nacelle bracket upper panel, transponder emitter panels. Here's the parts for 69. Let's get a closer view. Here's a nacelle bracket upper panel. Very nice. It's made of plastic. I love the graphics on it. and transporter emitter panels. They have double-sided tape on one side. And there's the panels installed. Very nice. That's all I do for stage 69. Let's head over and do the final stage for this video, stage 70. And here's the parts for stage 70. We have the battle section rear portion there and a deck panel. There's all the parts listed. I'm going to assemble another deck panel, and we're going to put the edge piece on for the saucer. I'm going to mount that down with the rest of the panels, and then we're going to prep the battle section rear with those two parts right there. Let me get the parts and I'll be right back. Here's the parts for 70. Let's get a closer look. Here's a close-up of those parts. Here's that battle section rear piece. It is made of plastic. Very nice graphics there. I like that. And deck panel, which is made of metal. Escape pod covers. A small cover that covers our screw. Another panel that holds down our escape pods. The end piece of the saucer, once again. Two of the little mounted gribbly things that go on this battle section. AM, CP, DM, and FM screws. And here's the deck panel assembled with the escape hatch covers. And like before, I put the cover on, 2 AM screws, and then I put the end piece for the saucer on, making sure that it's flush on this side. 2 DM screws went in on that. Next I install this panel here, and just like before, it's going to get put on just like that, and an FM screw will go in over here and right there. And I won't put the cover in there. I'm going to save that for later. And both FM screws are in and they're tight. Looks great. Next I worked on the battle section, and on the back side we put on these two components right here with 2 CP screws, and they kind of notch into these areas here where these holes are. And that completes stage 70. I'll be right back. And there you go. That completes pack 18. We're making great progress with this, and I'm really enjoying this so far. If you haven't done so already, head over to FanHome and subscribe to this today. I put a direct link in the description below. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and smash that like button. Happy modeling, everybody, and I'll be back with pack 19. Take care.